Karibu sana, Philip. Just talk to us a little bit more about we'd like to simplify AI and get to understand what should we care about. Because there's a panic frenzy. Everyone is like, AI is coming to replace us at our workspaces. That's the big... AI is dressed in black and it has clothes. It's written on job snatcher. Talk to us a little bit about what we should care about when it comes to AI.
First of all, I think, and my joke is always artificial intelligence is not artificial insemination. Let's get the words right. I think as any other technology and as any other age, technology does replace people who are not ready. The World Economic Forum Future of Jobs reports actually is very clear that 75 million jobs will be lost, but then 133 million more will be created. So you can actually see there's potential of opportunity to actually create more jobs, but then it depends on how future ready you are. Of course, I always have some bad news. The bad news is that...
Okay, good news is that more jobs will be created. What is the bad news?
The bad news is that a lot of our systems are not ready. And I'll mention a couple of jobs. So we have what we call 10 fastest declining jobs, right? And I'll mention these things. So if you're a cashier or a ticketing clerk, a job is going. If you're a bank teller, I want to apologize in advance. That job is going. If you are increasingly somebody in finance and insurance, that job is also going. So basically, if you're a door-to-door salesman, that job is also going. If you're somebody doing administrative work or executive secretaries, that job is declining. If you're a data entry clerk, that job is declining. If you're a postal service clerk, that job is probably gone. But so in terms of jobs that are being created, of course, it's AI and machine learning. If you're in information security, if you're in fintech, if you're a data analyst, if you're doing anything around robotics, if you're around agriculture equipment operator, actually those jobs are coming. If you're something around digital transformation, that job is also, if you're in sustainability, because we know AI really is something that at the moment is harmful to the environment. So if you're somebody who helps companies around being greener, then those are new jobs coming.
Talk to me about the pivotal moments, because it's not just going to change in a snap.
No.
How are we going to have the stage by stage, or nobody is ready for, or there are no stages in this case?
It's just that it's happening faster. You see, previously we sort of had almost 100 years per sort of transitional transformations, right? So you remember steam engines, right? So that was around the 1765. And then we had this issue around electricity, came 100 years later, 1870. And then the internet, what we call ICT, came about 70 years later. The challenge with this one is we started seeing this new age around 2011, right? Which is what we're calling the emerging technologies age, where there's a fusion between both the physical and the technological. And this is easy, right? Because a lot of us do wearables, right? So I use that as an example. If you have a smartwatch right now, it can tell you your time, your heart rate. So you see, you have a technology interfacing with your biological. So this is basically what we say this age. What is your phone? Is it a camera? Is it a computer?
It's everything.
It's everything.
It's everything. It's a collection of everything.
That's the point, right? And previously, you'd have a camera separate. To come as we had to go and process films. You know, this generation has no idea what that is.
You know,
exposure. I call it exposure. And so it's just happening faster. So the transitions, as I said, are very slimmer and they're happening very quickly. I know this generation must have been there when we start talking about blockchain and crypto. Must have been there when all of a sudden we're talking about these things called NFTs, right? Those things around these digital assets. All of a sudden, ChatGPT shows up a year in 2022 of November. So you can see the transitions are quite quickly.
So I'll definitely come back and ask you questions about the future of AI when it comes to elections, and also just painting a picture for us to get to understand the future of money. Wale tumezoea ku flip the coins or just throwing the cash maybe when you're going out partying. Right now